Hiya, welcome to Down in the Studio. Thank you so much for swinging by and taking the time to check out this latest video. If you're not regular to the channel and you like what you see in this video and stuff like that, then please do like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Subscribers at the moment are at about, I think, about 715, something like that. I did go up to about 720 something, and we've sort of been losing subscribers along the way. I think it might be because it's been quite a while actually since I did a video. I think the last time I did a proper video, we did it outside and the weather was lovely. You find us on this bank holiday here in the UK, a Monday bank holiday, and it's windy outside. It's been raining a bit, so it's not been the greatest of weather. So it's been a real change of the last few days from having really nice weather. And also, I've not done a video really not because I've not got ideas or anything like that. I've got tons of good ideas about videos. It's just about finding the time and also finding the inspiration to do videos. Obviously, I don't make these videos for money. You know, this channel is not monetized and is not likely to be, because I don't think the sort of algorithms of whatever it is are at the right sort of levels for any of that sort of stuff. But hopefully we'll get some more subscribers and things like that. And what's weird is, you know, some of the more popular videos on this channel have hit like 15,000 views and things like that, and yet, you know, people don't subscribe. Something I actually found out the other day is you can find out who your subscribers are, and you know, it sort of lists them, and not one member of my family is subscribed to my YouTube channel. What does that tell you? Anyway, what is this video all about? This is a catch-up of buys over the last, it's got to be a couple of months surely since I last did a catch-up video of stuff like that. Quite a nice sort of mix of different things, different styles of music, some different formats in here as well. Like I say, it's got to be a couple of months since I did a roundup of stuff that I've been buying. So let's get on with it. All of these are obviously been bought since my last video of roundup stuff. Some secondhand stuff, some new stuff. Let's get on with it. They're all in alphabetical order. Here's an album which I actually thought I had this. I must have just borrowed it, and although I was absolutely positive I owned it, and then the other day I went to sort of look for it, couldn't find it anywhere, and as you can see, everything's here, and I just couldn't find it anywhere, and it turns out I never did buy it. This is James Bay and his Chaos and the Calm album. This is a really great album. This is one of those records which you'll find in the charity shops all the time. Some really big records on here. I'm trying to see the date. 2015. This is on the Republic Records label. Hold Back the River was the biggest single on here, but also Best Fake Smile, that was a good song. Actually, there's no bad numbers on this. A really great singer-songwriter. Not sure what happened to him after this album. This was from a charity shop. Nice little mint condition copy. I think it cost me about 50p. But I've seen this a couple of times in charity shops and sort of passed it by, thinking that I already had it, and I didn't. You know what I mean? So there you go. James Bay, Chaos and the Calm from 2015. Nice little album. Next, a Grail, another Grail, but it's the same Grail. You know, sometimes you wait for bosses and none turn up, then like 3 turn up in a one. This is Alice Cooper's Special Forces on cassette. This is a nice little, I think this is German. Sorry, no, this is American. This is a USA copy of it. I had to repair this, and it's a sealed shell. I managed to get it open. What happened was it's not 1981, so it's got some years. The cassette had the actual tape had come away from the lead tape, so I had to sort of reconnect it on both sides. Alice Cooper's Special Forces, 1981, on cassette. Plays absolutely brilliant. Nice little American version of it. I've got a German version as well on cassette. Alice Cooper's Special Forces on cassette is very, very rare. It's very rare to find. I think my next one is going to be the 8-track version of it. And with this tape, with this cassette, I actually got a nice little letter, nice little note from the girl that sold it to me on eBay. And I was so lucky to get this, because whenever these come up on eBay, they just get snapped up immediately because of their rare value. And I paid quite a lot of money for this. I think I paid about 60 quid for this, but it's actually worth about 60 quid. It's worth about 60 to 100 pounds. And it's still got the nice little Warner Brothers certificate label, you call it, authentic sort of thing on it. It's actually drilled as well, as an import, which is quite cute. It's got a drill mark as well in the sleeve. The J card's pretty sort of boring, but in great condition. The little note that I got from the girl that sold it to me, Melissa, she said, "Thank you. I hope you enjoy this Alice Cooper cassette tape. May it bring you much joy and happiness today. Blessings to you, Melissa." So I thought I'd keep that within the cassette itself. Alice Cooper's Special Forces. Now this, like I say, this is my second official copy of it on cassette, and I shall still strive for more Special Forces on tape. Talking of Special Forces on tape, this is even rarer than that one. This is a nice little Australian cassette. I think this came out in about 1983, and it's 2 albums on one cassette, which was quite a common thing back in the day. But this is Flush the Fashion and Special Forces together. It's still, I've kept it in its nice little packaging that it arrived in. 2 albums on one cassette. Alice Cooper's Flush the Fashion, of course, from 1980, and Special Forces from 1981. This plays absolutely superb. It really, really does. Australian. That's what it looks like. That's the Special Forces side. What's the fashion side? The J card itself has a little bit more information on it. But again, the J card is in such great condition. It's insane. And the case itself is in great nick too. Mike Midas, who runs a nice little YouTube, a nice little Facebook channel called Alice Cooper 1980 to 1984, and it sort of concentrates on those years. Mike says he's been looking for this particular cassette for a long time, and I've made him jealous. I'm usually jealous of Mike's purchases, but Alice Cooper 2-on-1 plus the fashion and Special Forces. I would have thought to a collector this would be worth possibly £150, something like that, but it's not for sale. Next, you will have known that The Darkness have got a new album out, and Dreams on Toast, and it's a great album. And I suddenly realised I've got a couple of holes within my Darkness collection, so I've sort of been going through, sort of seeing what I could afford really. And this is their album from 2017. This is Pinewood Smile from The Darkness. This is a good little album. I like the artwork as well. This is the lineup that's current, and they're also on the latest album as well. Bought this on eBay, or did I get it on Amazon? I'm not sure now, but it was brand new. I think it only cost me about £7, something like that. Nice artwork inside, and it's a good album as well. I like The Darkness. I like the humour. But I've still got a couple of 3 albums to fill the collection. So from 2000 and what did I say, 2017, Pinewood Smile from The Darkness. Next up, here's an album I got. This came through the door. This was in my my letterbox. Got chatting to somebody about having a radio show and stuff like that, and they were interested in letting me have their CD with a view possibly for me to play it on the radio. This is a band called Darwin's Rejects. This is a self-financed, self-produced CD. Came out this year, 2025. This is kind of like Dropkick Murphys kind of stuff. They're from round here, the sort of Midlands area. I mean, we're in sort of like Loughborough area, and these guys are sort of local to us, sort of Nottingham sort of area as well. Darwin's Rejects. You can pick this up at the gigs. You can also download it via Amazon. It's on Amazon as well. And also, I think you can sort of order it via their Facebook page and all that kind of stuff. When I first got this, I thought, yeah, okay. But you know what? This album is brilliant. It really is. There's a song on here that I played on the radio already. Teenage Years, track 7, Teenage Years. Really, really good. If you get a chance, get yourself online and just stream it, see what you think. But pick up a physical copy if you can. Darwin's Rejects. The album is called Unnatural Selection. Quite a lot of tracks on it, 12 tracks, all self-penned by the band. Darwin's Rejects, got a nice little message. Darren managed to grab you a CD, as well as the links sent to Marina. That was my partner. Any exposure on the radio is very welcome, and you are welcome, because it's a great album. It really is. Darwin's Rejects. Check this out if you can. Unnatural Selection. Got that free. Yesterday we went into town. And sometimes we hit the charity shops and stuff like that. Haven't for a while, but Marina was picking up loads of books. Marina likes books and stuff, and she was picking up loads of good stuff from the charity shops, from book-wise. And I was just getting nothing. There was nothing, nothing there. It was very, very slim pickings. It was all sort of Mantovani, James Last, Harry Seacombe, you know the deal. And then at the very last charity shop, I found this. This is a great album. This is a band called Honeymoon Suite. I think these are Canadian. The fan club is certainly in Canada. Not sure that they're still around. This is on the Warner's label, WEA. This is 1988, I think, or 89. Honeymoon Suite. The album's called Racing After Midnight. Really nice condition. Nice little German press. There, I think it's 88. It is 88, yeah. And it's a little bit like, for those of you who are familiar with the English band FM, a bit like that. Very, very sort of melodic pop rock, more sort of pop hard rock, if you like. Very stylized, of course. The only problem with this album is someone's put stickers all over it, which is really annoying. On the inside, at first I thought that was part of the thing, but it's not. It's actually a sticker for a record shop, and the same with this here, this yellow one, which is covering one of the members. Annoyingly, that's a sticker, and I can't get them off because I think it's just going to wreck it. It's just going to tear the sleeve, but still got the shrink wrap on it, which I will take off. I paid £4 for this from the Cancer Research charity shop, and I have played it, and I don't even need to clean it. It's in really great nick. Really nice, really good album. My friend Mark, he's a fan of this band, and he says it's a nice little find, and I do like it. I'm going to be playing some of this on the radio in the future, no doubt. Honeymoon Suite, Racing After Midnight. Next, somebody whose CDs do tend to find their way into the charity shops these days, and I understand at this recording he's not very well at the moment, so we wish him all the very best. We're talking about Billy Joel. This is Billy's Stormfront album. Paid 50p for this in the same charity shop that the Honeymoon Suite album came from. This is great. I've listened to about half of it, and it's really good. You can't go wrong with Billy Joel. He literally is one of the greatest singer-songwriters of all time. A real great lyricist, there's no doubt about it. We Didn't Start the Fire is on this album. I can never say that. The Downeaster Alexa, is that the... All your Alexas have come on now, aren't they? That's on this album as well. Great album, great condition as well. One of those original CBS releases. 50p, Billy Joel, you can't go wrong. Next, this is brand new. Got this at the gig. Some of you might have seen our video from Blackpool. I think I put it on the YouTube channel. This is a band called Kicking Valentina, who we saw at Blackpool at the Waterloo venue there. Seen Kicking Valentina many times now. Probably one of my favourite bands live. Really good, nice guys as well. Come out and chat to you, and they kind of know us a little bit now. This is their brand new album. This is called Raw Tracks, B-Sides and Bootlegs. And that's basically what it is. Couple of 3 tracks left over from their last album that they didn't manage to put on the album. Some live stuff and all that sort of stuff. There's the track listing. Really nice artwork as well. This, I think there's only 500 copies of this because it's on nice red vinyl. Really nice pressing as well. Nice artwork throughout. If you ever get a chance to check out Kicking Valentina, they're in Europe at the moment. Just finished a UK tour. They're doing Europe at the moment. Ever get a chance to check them out, do so. Got this at the gig. Kicking Valentina. Next, Kiss. This is Kiss's latest Off the Soundboard. But if you want a physical copy of this, either on CD or vinyl, you've got to get it from Japan. And Japan packaging is always better, isn't it? Because you get the strip and you usually get some extra stuff in there. This is the After Soundboard, San Antonio, Texas, 1985 during the Asylum tour. I'll get this out for you because, like I said, the Japanese stuff is always a lot nicer. Got a nice sort of Obi strip on there. The CDs are really nicely packaged as well. You get a nice, each CD comes in its own sleeve, and the sleeves are poly-lined, which is great. You also get a nice poster. I think the poster's bigger with the vinyl version. You'll have to let me know if you know difference. Nice little shot of the stage back in 1985. Like I said, this was coming from the Asylum tour. You also get a nice little booklet inside. with the lyrics in both Japanese and in English, which is nice, and you get some credits and stuff like that in there as well. The songs in English and in Japanese. And of course, overall, it's, a little bit better than the usual off the soundboard releases. I've got to be honest, I'm not a massive fan of the off the soundboard releases because of the packaging, and also some of the sound isn't great. This one's okay. I'll be honest, some of Paul Stanley's in between the songs parts are a little bit cheesy in part, but it forms part of the collection. I think that was about 40 quid to get that from Japan, which is not ridiculous, but for a CD, it's getting there. Next, here's an album which I recently picked up on cassette, and then I just saw it on CD, and I liked the cassette, so I thought I'd have the CD as well. This is Mike and the Mechanics. This is the Living Years album. I probably featured this on one of my recent roundups. Like I said, I just found it in the charity shop. I think this was 50p. It's a really good album. I mean, The Living Years as a song itself is absolutely superb anyway. This is what, mid-80s, 88. Mike and the Mechanics, Mike Rutherford, of course. And I didn't know that most of this album, certainly the Living Years track, was also co-written by B.A. Robinson. You remember B.A. Robinson? Anyway, nice little find there. Nice to have it on CD after the cassette. Next, here's an album that when it came out, I resisted buying it because it was selling for about 20 odd quid for the CD. I don't think it came out on vinyl. This is a nice little music club release of T-Rex, Children of the Revolution. This is a double album, double CD collection of basically sort of like 72 to 77. I say 77, but there's nothing actually from Mark's last album, Dandy in the Underworld, which was the last album within his lifetime. There's nothing from that particular album on here, which I was surprised about, which is one of my favorite T-Rex albums. It's called Children of the Revolution, an introduction to Marc Bolan. A lot of tracks on here, 45 tracks on this album. From his albums, pretty much like from Slider onwards, but not including Dandy in the Underworld. And this was 50 pence. And it's absolutely in mint condition. I've not changed the cover or anything. It's absolutely mint. The booklet was almost like it had never been opened. It's nothing to complain about at all. T-Rex, double album, Children of the Revolution, 50p. You can't go wrong. A lot of these songs I didn't have on CD, so it was well worth getting. Next up, you will have seen this on my roundup of albums from, what year is this? 2005. I recently did a video, didn't I, of albums from 2005 celebrating their, what would that be, 20th birthday? And I said, the version I showed was a CDR sort of copy of it, and I said I must get an original copy of it, and I did. Gresham Wilson, the old Jacked Up album, found this online for, I think it was about $3.99 with like free postage. And the great thing about this copy is it's a nice little American copy with the FBI federal stamp on it, which is really cute. Gresham Wilson, and you know what? This album is absolutely superb. It really is. I might have to get her other stuff as well. I've got her first album here for the party, and I've got this. I might have to dig a bit deeper with Gresham Wilson because she really is great. All Jacked Up, California Girls, Full-Time Job, One Budweiser is brilliant on here. Rebel Child. There's a extra track as well at the end which doesn't have a title. Politically Incorrect featuring Merle Haggard on here as well. Really, really good. Gresham Wilson, all jacked up. Purchased for next to nothing, and what a great album. Bought this on eBay. Last but not least, as we hit nearly 26 minutes, a video, a DVD. Went to see this at the Pictures at the cinema, and really like it. And this is the single DVD version of Nosferatu, which is obviously Dracula. This is the wide extended cut. Includes two versions of the film. It includes the version that was on at the cinema, and also the director's cut, which is a bit longer. I prefer the one that was at the cinema. I think the director's cut is too long, and also the bits that are in it, I thought, needn't be in it. So I prefer the theatrical version. Nice sort of packaging. You don't get any booklet or anything like that, which was a little bit disappointing. I think nowadays, you know what, with streaming and everyone watches everything on Netflix now, don't they? If you want a physical copy, I think they need to sort of make a bit of an effort. Nosferatu, this is on the Universal label, rated at a 15. This is just the DVD. I kind of forgot to get the Blu-ray. I should have got the Blu-ray, but I just went for the DVD. There you go. Nosferatu. I'm into my vampire films, and this is a great film. It really is great. That's it. That's all I've got for you. And I know what you're thinking. God, I got for that. We're almost at half an hour. So, hopefully, I'll try and get more videos done. I'll try and do some more videos and get these algorithms going. So, if you can, please do like the video. All you got to do is press the button. And if you could subscribe, that'd be great too. But until the next time, look after yourselves, look after each other, and do ensure you swing by into the studio for another video very soon. We'll catch you in a bit. Ta-da.